Ladies and gentlemen, SlapperCast enthusiasts. Come on. Episode number. Slap that number.
300.
Woo! Wow.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
All right, Fido. 300 episodes, SlapperCast episodes. Our weekly talk show. Our weekly fuck around. This is exciting. 66 degrees, boys and girls. Heading north to a place called and we're going to STEAMPUNK November in Venus, Texas, and very excited. Actually, today what we're going to do is we're going to talk set lists. How do we come up with set lists and why? Well, I'll tell you, there's 3 of us in here that couldn't give a fuck about set lists, and there's 1 person that ends up doing it, and that's why our show's been crap. So, changes today on episode 300. No more crap. We're going to get everybody involved and we're going to do it.
Tell me, when I first met you, we didn't do set lists. We just had the song list.
Yes.
And then we would just make it up as we go.
Yeah.
What made you? And I remember there's at one point you started wanting to tailor them ahead of time. Do you remember why?
Yes. Because I look around to the rest of the band. I go, hey, what are we doing next? And I have 3 faces. That if these 3 faces were in a hospital, they'd be switched off. No. And I go, because if I don't have a list in front of me, the reason why we have a list is because without the list, I've already played everything. I don't know any songs. However, we know 5 hours plus 6 hours. We probably know, between the 4 of us in here, we probably know, I'm going to go low estimate, 3,000 songs.
Talking about in the early days, we always had that list in front of us.
Yeah.
But it wasn't in any particular order.
Yeah, I remember Keith at Fido, and Keith is from Derry, so he talks really fucking. I mean, it doesn't matter how he talks, you just don't want to listen to him. Anyway, good guy. He came up one time and we had it laminated. Why do you have it laminated? Because you got clumsy bastards with their drinks on the thing, and they, but it's not the order you play the songs. It's just, hey, we have these songs because nobody, and I'm joking about, the faces, when you're playing rock and roll, the last thing you're thinking about is, hey, what song would sound really good next? That's not, you're playing the song right now. That's all there is in the world. When you put 2 songs together that go really well back to back, currently on episode 300, I would say the 2 songs that go very, very well together right now would be Sally McLennan into Ring of Fire, right? And that's just been, the way we've been playing them. And, way too long answer to your question is, when you're playing these songs and you're in that moment and you see the reaction, you go, hey, I got to remember this for next time. So then you want to put that set together. However, you never want to do the same show. We've never been accused of doing the same show twice. But my reason for talking about Keith was he came up and he looked at the set list and he goes, you just play the same thing all the time? And I go, yeah, obviously you're paying attention. So you take the parts of the show that are exciting, that people react to, and you try to not relight that flame, but just keep that energy, because those songs, so in this episode, did I mention 300? 300? Wow, nice. In this episode, you'll see us creating a set list. First song, the second set is
Prison.
No.
Flipped it. No? One-handed?
Grace.
Oh, Grace. We already had it situated.
See?
Chad's on top of it.
Damn it, dude. Yeah. For once, he didn't say TLC.
He took his vitamins.
Yeah. But you'll also see. So what we'll do is we'll try to keep. We don't want the drummer playing the same beat 3 songs. I forget which AC/DC record it is, but there's a record, and my lifelong friend, Mr. Dominic Walsh, figured out that the 2 songs, they just like that the whole time, and if you keep that beat going, the next song starts and it's the same thing, and if you keep back in the days, kids, there was these big things called LPs, and you have the needle on it, and you just let the thing go, and he was playing the drums to it. His first Blue kit, I think, was a Premier kit, and he played it, and I was in shock. How could you do 2 songs, same tempo, same beat, same? So what we try to do is we try to eliminate the, you want that same feel, unless you're playing the backing tracks, then all bets are off. But you want to have something exciting, something that's, and I love in our set, I love you're going to hear stuff that will never be played together on the stage by anybody else. There's just no way.
Yeah, sometimes in the same song.
Yeah, exactly. Second set, second song should be second verse. No, just kidding. Second set should be.
Do you want to go right into a song, or do you want to dance a little bit after the first song?
We don't know yet. How long is a piece of string?
Well, we don't know where my mind goes.
We don't know. Stop trying to be Fort Boggy about it.
Because if you did Suspicious Second, you're controlling the start of it. If you're song like that.
Yeah. Second set. Second song.
Second worst.
I just made that joke.
He just said that. Oh my God, you're recording? Oh my God, that's cool. Did you do that on purpose?
No.
Oh.
No, that's his style. I mean, you say ABC and he goes, hey,
awesome. That was fucking perfect timing, dude.
That's what he does.
So can you remember? Obviously sometimes you want to keep it energetic and upbeat. Sometimes I know there have been times where you've deliberately steered us into a slow song to calm them down. Can you remember?
Many examples.
Yeah.
I remember, and especially in clubs that we play in out of town. So Houston's a great town. I have to say that first, because what follows what follows next is not so great. But the Houston audiences are very subdued and very hands in the pocket, kind of staring at the stage, or little lethargic. And we've gone out of town and we played these shows, and I remember the Brass Rail in Indiana.
Yeah.
I remember the New Hampshire, that place in New Hampshire.
Oh geez,
yeah. I mean, it's just, I remember a few of these shows where we had to go into a slow, because they're practically
moshing,
stage diving, and the thing that blew me away was, I grew up in metal, Sabbath, Maiden, all that stuff, and we would stand there and just, you couldn't take your eyes off the stage, because everybody was playing everything they knew all the time. Every lick, every drum fill, every guitar solo, every guitar. I mean, you couldn't take your eyes off the stage, because it's an event. Nobody is up there staring at their shoes, so it's all, you just can't miss a thing. But in the punk rock side, it seemed that they were there to spill, like mosh, beat the shit out of each other, punch, just, throw drinks, and especially the other bands. So that was the most shocking thing to me, was these other bands will go and they'll come straight up to the stage after their set, and they'll stand there with their drinks, and they'll be, and it's all over your shit. I'm going, motherfucker, you were just here, and you're.
What was that place in Maine? The first time we played in Portland, Maine. Remember that?
Yeah.
We first met Elvira's.
Was it Gino's?
I don't think it was Gino's. That's where we played last time we were there.
Oh, Gino, that's right. I think it's gone now.
Yeah. Whatever that place was, they got pretty rambunctious in there, as I recall.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, they're all into it. There's no question. But it's just, it's that. I mean, how much of a good thing do you want? To have your livelihood. I mean, especially being on the road, touring the length of width of the country, and you're on tour, and those drinks being spilled on your gear could be the end of end of your set, end of your tour, depending on how much damage, you know? Second song is, wait a minute, what was the first one? Race.
For the second set.
Second one is, I should take Rocky from the first set and put it in second song, second set. Or we do Used To right there.
Let's do Used To.
All
I
right.
like that. Wasn't it that show that where there's that thing of punk bands spitting on each other, like it's a brotherly thing, or like this sort of disrespectful thing?
I've never heard of that. Spitting on each other?
Spitting on the standing off, spitting on whoever's playing, like spitting onto the stage. And I remember you telling me once, I think it was at that show, that first part of the main show, where one of the guys and Elvis's band at the time started looked like he was about to hawk, like about to get ready to spit on the stage, and Elvis like held him back, said, no, don't do that to them.
Yeah, I vaguely remember that, but none of it made sense. Even in the spirit of rock and roll, like moshing to me doesn't make sense. I don't want to miss. I don't want you singing. I don't want anybody singing. I want to hear them. I want to hear the band. And people go, they send me a video. Oh man, I watched this band. Check this out. Now all you can hear is the crowd saying, "No, I'm not watching that."
Yeah.
And my dad sent me a video. He goes, "Oh, you got to hear this girl sing." And it was one of these shows where there's all the panel of judges, and they come out. They do. It's just the worst. I couldn't listen to it. She did have a good voice, but I couldn't watch it because it's, everybody's, and the audience are. And I go, nobody's that fucking good. Shut up. I couldn't watch it. I was like, yeah, I'm sure she's got a good voice, but I'm not watching it. I got fucking rabies watching that clip. I caught, ugh.
I like your face.
Yeah, but they're all like that. They're all got the same thing. It's like, okay, the crew guy comes out at the beginning of the little headset, and comes up. Okay, so when the audience member comes on, or when the participant comes on, I want everybody to show shock and horror and awe and shut the fuck up. Nobody does that. Nobody does that. The cocksuckers are on the phone. Anyway, end with Fairy Tale on Sunday. Possible? If I can get a commitment from you three for it to be the loudest, most raucous, most every fucking fill in the book ending.
Oh, fucking done. Done. Just wait for my set, boss.
2, Chad?
Yep.
Yeah, what?
Biggest ending
All right.
in the history of the world.
Sure. Because 2 minutes in, he's gonna come in with, hey, what if we did a big ending?
Yeah.
But all the ladies know Chad always does the big ending. Make them out look like cinema. Hey, stop it!
Ew.
Come on. So, the band is there to change the fucking change the world. It should be the only thing that's happening there. It should be the only thing you're thinking about. You shouldn't want to look at your phone unless you're getting other people to the show. It's just that's what it should be.
I mean, we went to all the shows when I was kids. We didn't have phones. We just went to the show. I will say this though, obviously I'm a huge, punk rock's my jam.
Yeah.
But especially the 90s punk rock scene. But I'll tell you one thing I did not like about shows was the 5 bands. And it's when the show has almost as much changeover downtime as playing time. I get it. You get to see all the bands. I like that. But minus that, I'm always like, man, if you had like 2 less bands and they played just a little bit longer, it'd be so much better.
Yeah,
I don't know if
or the stage that fucking turns.
Yeah.
You got the circular stage and it's turned. You set up in the back, and then the band comes on playing. That's what has to happen.
Can I share a story? I was in Hollywood at the Universal. I think it's the Hollywood Studio, whatever the. Damn, I can't think of the name of the place, but it was all these bands, and it was like Pennywise and Offspring, Linkin Park, but that stage was like that. So as this band's ending, they're playing, and they turned it as they're playing. the next band would get on start. Oh, it was so fucking cool. It was like the show never stopped. Like they would. It was so cool how they timed like the one song out and then the volume would kind of die. And then the new song came in and the volume kind of turned up. Oh man, it was fucking cool. Yeah, I was like, you're just ultra jealous. Like, oh my god, that's so badass.
Yeah, that's it. I would go to see that. However, 5 bands, I don't know. They'd have to be 5 pretty. And again, like a set list, you don't want the guys that come on and throw down, and then the guys that come on and do the ballads and the airy fairy, you know, right?
Yeah.
Right.
You're already doing Ring of Fire.
Galway girl.
I don't think we need it.
No, Galway girl.
Gobbledy girl? Is that what you said?
Tongue twister. I think you know Galway girl.
Gobbledy girl.
No Galway girl either. That's it.
Gobbledy girl.
Sounds like the perfect parody for that song.
Endings. This is Gobbledy girl. All right.
Got a Gobbledy girl.
That's gonna be the name of the fucking SlapperCast.
I got a question for you. Because I saw, online that Warped Tour is coming back. And so it got me thinking, is there a festival or some type of show event that you wish would come back? Like,
I never went to any of those.
something as big as a Woodstock or all the way down to a Ren Fair. Is there something that you're like, man, this would have been cool if this stayed or came back?
Yeah, I took my son to see Motorhead and Slayer at the Cynthia Woods Pavilion. There was some big, I forget what it was called, but it was they were on the bill, obviously. So we went, and everybody had such a small time to play. It's depressing. You can't have Motorhead play 45-minute set with the career like that, and with the Bible, with the gospel of tracks that they have released. There's no way to do it.
Yeah, people are going to leave going, shit, they didn't play my jam. Like,
you can't
play
exactly.
They have too many to play.
Yes. So in that regard, I don't want to see a festival. I don't want to be in that arena for that amount of time, seeing that many bands. I remember I saw Pantera back when Vulgar Display of Power came out, and one of the finest performances I've ever seen, just because the guitar player, Dimebag Darrell, his proficiency, his accuracy during in these amazing songs it's just jaw dropping. Even if you don't know how to play, you knew that this guy was something special. But the whole band don't take a second off. It's throw down and no prisoners, and that's just so again, I don't know if I could watch 4 other bands do that after them, and you can't follow that. I saw Black Sabbath with Ozzy on the last tour, whatever they said the last tour was. I brought my kids to see that, and he sang out of tune for the whole thing, and it's just depressing because I saw him back in his prime when he knew what he was doing, and it was just the worst shit. And to hear those songs executed decent, it was Geezer Butler. I forget the drummer's name. They didn't have Bill Ward, which to me is not Black Sabbath, but there was Geezer Butler, Tony Iommi, and Ozzy. And the drummer was really, really good, but again, it wasn't Bill Ward, so there's that huge piece missing. But Ozzy just pissed all over it. It was, But again, you bring your kids to see Black Sabbath.
Yeah.
You're all right.
Do you think they noticed it?
Oh yeah, we all noticed it. We all noticed it. Yeah, it's just, I just don't know how anybody would let that go. I do know how somebody would let it go out, but I don't, for the last thing to be remembered, And I've said it before. I don't want to stop. I don't want to stop playing music. That's the number one question I get. So what are you gonna do? You know, like when you're this is it. I don't want to do anything else. Right?
Yeah,
Right?
no, I agree.
Best concert of all time. Chad, Talking Heads.
I never saw Talking Heads.
What?
No, they stopped touring. By the time I discovered them, they already stopped touring.
Yeah, I told you to do that. Was it David Bowie?
David Bowie was definitely up there.
The Who?
The Who was really good, yeah.
What was the best show ever?
I think when I saw, actually, Talking Heads-ish, when I saw David Byrne play at the Supper Club in Manhattan, that was pretty fucking awesome. I thought Tin Machine was great. They were pretty loosey-goosey with their arrangements, but fuck, that was a great show.
Yeah, I'm trying to think, like, is it best off performance? I don't know. I think one of my most memorable shows was when I saw AFI play at the Nile Theater in Phoenix. This was probably 2000, maybe 1999, 2000, or something like that. And I just remember leaving going, yeah, I'm going to do that for the rest of my life. Like, that was, you just go, what just happened? Like, they just own that crowd. Like, they can't, I love bands that have, like, an intro to the set. It's not a song, it's just, and they come out and they kind of have this little noise going on, and the fucking lights go out, and it's like, and then the fucking drummer guy just fucking, and you're just like, oh shit, what's happening? You know what I mean? But they don't, like, let you know it's starting. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, and then boom, they just fucking came in. You're like,
Best show, Frank?
The best show. The show that comes to mind, it wasn't a rock band, but...
hold a second. Do we need to pause this? We had this talk already.
Probably so. The best show I could think of was actually electronic dance music DJ that I was listening to a lot several years ago. And he was like coming into New Orleans where I was in school at the time. And
We're going to have to cut this out.
Like, I'll get it. Figured I'd go get a ticket to go hear his show live. And yeah, it was a pretty fun time.
Fun time. So zero musicality.
Depends on how you look at it.
I just did. Yeah, I'm just okay. So live band.
Live band. I'm gonna be honest. I think live band. Aside from us, I really enjoyed hearing. There's this band that some of my friends played in at the time. It was called Shark Attack.
Good name.
They were kind of like kind of rock and roll band. Like kind of maybe a little bit punkish. Let's see. Trying to. Yeah, they were a band in New Orleans, so
that's
I got to go hear them quite a bit on the weekends in the French Quarter back when I was a student there.
Nice.
And I'm not sure what the band looks like in this one, because I was actually just messaging, just saying hi to the drummer of the band, and he no longer lives in New Orleans. I just found that out earlier this week, so I don't know if the band's still a thing or what. And they actually had a trumpet player in that band as well. So that was extra fun for me to listen to as well.
Yeah.
I think what I remember the most memorable song they performed. They did a little. They did their own cover of the Tetris theme song.
Oh.
And so on.
The Russian folk song, whatever that's called.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, there you have it for rock and roll bands I've heard live. Shark Attack was a pretty fun one to listen to.
Interesting.
Yeah. That's cool. So anyway, we're going without going too far afield on that too. So we do need to wrap this up, because episode 300, although a milestone, we don't want to give you kidney stones and all this. But let's go this. We want to just let you know that we've already mapped out our 2025 tour of Ireland. If you sign up before Thanksgiving, we have a discount for you. So we're going to get this thing wrapped up. We're going to nail it all down, and as they say, we're going to put it all together for you. So right now, as it sits, there's a $100 discount. Sign up, and we'll get the itinerary. Is again, it's a new itinerary. and I'm working on the places that we're going to play. We're going to do a little bit different again this time. Just going to we're going to surprise you with some places, and it's going to be another memorable life-changing experience, trip of a lifetime. So sign up today, Doc's Irish Rock Band Tours,
Or
Doc's Tours,
or Blaggards.com
where you
/ Ireland.
Yes, there you go. / Ireland, that should be the. So yes, sign up. We'd love to have you with us. We're just giddy as all get out because it's happening, and Dennis is he's playing a blinder on this one.
Yeah.
So get to it. This week you're going to see us up in Illinois. We're going to be in Hot Springs, Arkansas. We're going to be in the Rose Bowl Tavern. We're going to be at Burn and Tap in Illinois. So hopefully all our Midwestern friends will be up and out there, and we'd love to see you. And also we're going to have our friends the Sassenachs back on here very, very soon. So a little bit of a wrench thrown in the works last week, but we're back, and here we go.
All right.
See ya.
See you.
Thanks for listening.
Bye.
Cheers.
Yep.
How's your vocal?
Check, test it.
Yeah, he smoked a lot of weed this morning, so it's going to take his time.
Right now. He's preaching the truth. Test it. 1, 2, and 2. Yeah, that'll be good.
That's
good for third vote.
Yeah, let me hear it again.
Check, mic check, test it.
Yeah, maybe just take it down here. Can I hear that trumpet in it?
Yeah, it's gonna get loud.
That's
I'm gonna give it a little distance.
that's what your parole officer said. All right.
Are we rolling? Is everybody here?
We're rolling.
Here.
Have we got the big one?
Woo!
We got the big red horn. We got the impaler, and we got the turbo. Yeah, welcome everybody. Hey, just quick. This is going to be. This is still. Although we've changed, we said don't go change it, but we changed. We are. This is episode 300 of SlapperCast. But this is let's just call this the color supplement, where we say to John and Denise, thanking them again for those amazing Glasgow Celtic tops with our names on it, and the flag, and their generosity, and we now know where they live. So for anybody that's messaging us in fancy shoes, we will send you their address as well if you ask nicely. Okay? So what I mean by that is we know where John and Denise live. We have their address, we have their phone number, we have their social security number. We'll talk more about that. But we just want to say we were celebrating their anniversary. They both have the same birthday. And his opening line to me, hey, we're not from Arkansas. I said, we're going to be in Hot Springs. But they have the same birthday, and they're celebrating their 13th anniversary together. So anyway, and they brought us a bunch of gifts, and they're just the sweetest people.
He ran up and gave us beer while we were leaving.
Yeah, a cooler full of beer. So anyway, so we wanted to thank them for that. This was my first steampunk festival, and
It's pretty cool.
Fun.
yeah.
First time here as well. Very fun time. I definitely would go back to another.
Yes. Favorite part? Anybody? Was it your axe throwing?
I'd say for me that'll be a memorable highlight because I used to do a little bit with my parents because they were part of Axe Throwing League in Houston back before they moved, and so it kind of brought back a little bit of memories of going to go axe throw with them.
Yeah, but you were throwing axes at the children. That's the problem.
No, we were throwing it at wooden targets.
Oh, sorry. Okay, you said you wanted to throw it at the. That's right. Sorry.
That's code.
I'll stand down. Yeah. So, Chad, you were kind of.
I didn't really get to see
chained to
much.
the- yeah.
I was chained to the merch table, but
Yeah.
it looked really cool. It was just fun to watch how it's similar to the Ren Festival, but this seems to be at least from what I glimpsed, seems to be a very high role playing contingent of people in this festival because I'm not sure I could just overhear a little bit of what they were saying, but they're running around and like it seemed like they're all playing characters and just kind of it's like adults playing games, playing pretend basically is what it is. But it's kind of cute. It's not the sort of thing.
What did you call it? LARPing?
Yeah, live action role playing LARPing. Yeah.
There was some of that going on, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh, for
Probably
sure.
a safe bet.
Yeah.
LARPing, fantasy, dress up and all that.
See, I thought it was a sexual thing, and I was they threw me out.
Yeah.
So, lesson learned. Turbo, your favorite part?
I'm gonna say the Gilded House. That Gilded House. It was kind of
What was
county corner off of where we were playing.
Yeah.
I didn't know what it was. I just thought it was a role playing area because that's where they were kind of
Yes.
role playing.
Yeah.
But this morning I went in there and I was like, oh, you can go in and out thing? I thought it was just like a facing.
Oh.
But it was like a full blown, kind of like a, I don't know, whatever the theme is, the steampunk theme,
Yeah.
kind of diner bar. It was cool, man.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this is kind of neat.
And a lot like the Ren fairs, they have they put a lot of work into these. I mean, some of these costumes are just magnificent. And speaking of John and Denise, their birthday kids, anniversary lovers, they shocked me. It was their first. They looked the part.
Yeah.
They looked like they belonged
Yeah.
at they were completely. They go, oh no, we've never been to one. We came here because you were playing, and we decided we'd dress up, and they looked as good. I mean, it was impressive.
It looked as if they've been coming
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of coming all the time, Chad, did you?
What?
What?
Yeah.
Remember? Yeah. Chained to the table. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a
How
question.
was that? Was that good?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice. Chained to the table.
Chained to the table. Yeah. That's probably gonna be 301. I think we got a couple. We got some more sign-ups for Ireland.
Yeah.
Kids, sign up now. We got a discount going.
Discount.
Call
$100 discount.
Blaggards.com/Ireland. Go talk to Doc.
Sign up
Tell
before
them.
Thanksgiving.
Yes, discount. And this is going to be. We're going to do like we did last year. This year we're going to do interviews with Dennis, and we're going to talk a little bit about it. So we're probably going to get on that pretty soon. I'll see if we can't get one going ASAP, so we can.
Okay.
Just entice you a wee bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So very, 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 very fun festival. It's held in Venus, Texas, which is just south of Fort Worth, and it's incredibly easy to get to. Not too easy to get around if you're a rock and roll band. They got a one-way system, and a one-way system for traffic, and no-way system for bands. That was our only complaint with the festival. However, we just thoroughly enjoyed the weather. Couldn't have been better.
Oh yeah.
We nailed the weather, and it was chilly last night, and
Surprisingly so, gosh.
yeah. It's just funny when you leave Houston and you go a couple hours north, how much colder it gets so much quicker. You know.
Yeah.
You turn that off for now, Chad.
Yeah.
Just for.
Just a minute.
Yeah. Anyway, so but the food was good too. That's Listen. Note to all festivals: get your act together for the love of God. If you got crap food, if your vendors are crap, you've got no chance of getting them to come back.
They don't want to come back.
I mean, it's just all there is. You just got to put a little bit into. And anyway, we'll get into this at a later date. But the food was exceptional. I had we also have to thank names that you've never heard before on SlapperCast. Mary and Kate, the food that they brought, and always taking care of. Do you need it? Can we get you always? And those cookies and the protein. It's just everything was just tremendous.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Dude, I would pick coconut dead last if I had to pick a flavor. But we had this,
Right before blueberry. Just checking.
You know who's winning that. Do I need to show you the score?
Go ahead.
The people voted, bro.
I know. The people have spoken.
Yeah.
All right.
No. So, but man, she made these coconut things, and I'm like, I need to reconsider my thought process here. Like, those were good.
Listen, coconut to me is like banana. You've got a very small window, right? When coconut's done right, can't beat it.
Yeah, I have to admit, that was pretty good as well. Like, I'm not a coconut fan either, but that was definitely an exception.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, man,
The only time that you can nail coconut, sorry, I cut you off again.
You're fine.
The only time that you can nail coconut, that the coconuts are perfect, is when you're like riding through the woods,
Yes.
you know, Braves and Robin, you know,
Yes, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
you know, that's the only time. That's the only time
Bring
coconuts
out
are
your
burnt. But those coconuts were tremendous. We used to open with
We
that.
got to bring that back.
What are we talking about, Chad? Tell the kids.
The music that's used in a Monty Python and Holy Grail.
Such an awesome.
Which is actually like a cue from the BBC Vault. It wasn't even written for the movie, but that's what everybody associates it with now.
Yeah. It's yeah. It's I mean, but so we used to play that before we came on the stage.
Nice.
Yes, that one and Madness, One Step Beyond were my favorite intros of all time
Yeah,
for Blaggards.
yeah.
As far as and one time that we opened a show, we came back from a break, and there was the Final Countdown by Europe was playing on the house system on the PA, and we came up and we kind of started miming to it a little bit, and I've never seen a crowd reaction like that before. It was, remember that?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
They liked it?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, beyond liked it. I don't think Europe ever got that reception.
Wow.
I mean, right?
Yeah.
I mean, for once I'm telling the truth.
Yeah.
It was,
As opposed to some other things that just didn't land.
yeah.
Like Dallas, we used to do Dallas, and nobody ever got
Tell
that
the
joke.
story, Chad. Tell him.
We used to throw in.
Hey, Frank, would you hold the camera and let the ladies?
What back when we used to do
Have a moment.
everyone down the Georgia, we used to try to add levity in the middle of the song. By after the double solo, we'd go into some stupid song, and if we put a song there, that meant we have a slightly low opinion of it. But I guess that's not true because we put a Rod Stewart in there. It was just to kind of confuse people. So we used to do. We did for a while. We did Rod Stewart's "Do You Think I'm Sexy?" We did what's the other one we did? Final Countdown.
Funky Town.
We did Final Countdown.
Yeah, we did Funky Town.
We did Funky Town. We did.
Yes, we did.
That's
Yes,
right,
we did.
just
One
very
time.
maybe, yeah.
One time.
But our favorite, which nobody ever seemed to get, was the theme song to the TV show Dallas.
And when was the first time that we performed it?
In Dallas.
In fucking
that's
Dallas.
why we learned it, was for our first gig in Dallas. And then we just got blank faces staring back at us. And so we kept trying it. Nobody ever got the joke. And I think it's just people just don't remember that song, or they don't remember the show, or whatever. But, so we stopped playing it because we're like, well, screw you guys. Don't get our joke. So, yeah, I think for a long time it was Do You Think I'm Sexy? That was and for maybe Final Countdown was one we did most.
Oh, easily the one we did the most easily.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that distinctly. I have vivid memories of that because we were on that little crappy little stage in that crappy little bar. And I say crappy only because it was not set up for a rock and roll band. They hired us from Houston to go to Dallas, play this show, and we're on these hardwood floors, and I mean heavily lacquered hardwood floors, so they're shiny and anyway, and we've all got amplifiers, we've all got monitors on the floor, but they want us to play at no volume.
Yeah.
So we went in there, but I remember it sounded good. The room sounded good because there was a certain couple in there that was kind of watching us, and they were really upset that we were sounding good. They'd kind of come to watch us like fall on our face, a local Dallas band, and they were not happy we were doing well. But I remember coming to that part in the song, all through it.
Yeah.
And it's Brian Vogel on drums, and Brian Vogel is like somebody injected like liquid cocaine into the ass of a rat. I mean, he could play the fastest. His drum rolls, he could do those drumline drum rolls that where you just don't see the sticks moving. It's just going. There's no definition in the beats. It just melts together. He's just the fastest. It's just anyway. So when we went to the it was that 70s. I mean, it sounded good. It was probably the best sounding part of the song.
Yeah.
And again, I don't like that fucking song. So, but that part was really funny to me because I was like, here we go, we're in Dallas, and nothing.
Yeah.
But they love the song.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things where it's like putting a joke inside a joke, and the joke in the inside fails miserably.
Right.
And the other, but the joke still, And I guess joke is a good analogy of that song. Devil Went Down to Georgia. Not a fan.
But yeah, we talked about the evolution of. One of these days, I have like a lot of time on my hands. I have to sit down and do an edit of the progression of that song through the years, all the different recordings.
You're never gonna have that time
because you've never really sang it straight. I mean, you've got either you did a growly voice or whatever, but it got over the years. It got more and more silly.
Yeah.
You ever went down to Georgia?
Yeah.
And you'd sing practically the whole song like that. People were like, "What the hell's going on?"
Yeah.
Because you were just sick of it.
That was my Sebastian character. I'm going to say right now, 20 years of Blaggards, we've got away with some shit.
Yeah.
We've got away with murder. Frank, I hope you got your bulletproof song on. Bulletproof song.
I came prepared.
It's going to be rough. It's going to be rough. But,
he came prepared. Sorry, it's a delayed reaction to your joke.
So what are we missing? We got Ireland coming up.
Coffee.
Sign up. What?
Coffee's what we're missing.
Oh, well then let's shut this motherfucker down. Let's get on the. All right, kids, SlapperCast. Thank you for listening, especially our Patreon crew. And remember, coconuts all right as long as you let Kate handle your coconuts. You're all right.
Right.
That's right.
That's right. All right.
See ya.
See ya.
Cheers.
Cheers. Bye.
Right on.